this is the season of giving.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you an ass whooping.
So there's some Twitch trends going. It's girls who are basically streaming, no shirt on, no bra. Camera cuts right before the nips.
I guess my fly must have fallen down or was just down the whole time. And so I'm like kind of spread like this. And I'm talking to him and he goes, "Oh, buddy, your turtle head's poking out."
Is this really a Christmas movie?
Oh, yeah. There's like so many debates on like what makes a Christmas movie.
Dude, if it's a Christmas movie. If Jigsaw decided to kidnap a whole bunch of people and make them play a game, but it happened to fall on Christmas Eve, it's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Yeah. I thought it'd be cool to put Hunter through the Pottermore quiz, find out what house he lands in. The first question is, would you pick river or forest?
I need more context.
Why? Okay, yeah. All right, so we're already losing.
Hey, it's the Hunter and Billy Can't Fight Show.
Let's talk about that.
Introducing first in the left corner.
I got a case of Decma Halls.
Introducing seconds in the right corner.
Hey, I got a globe for you right here, shawty.
Was that a condom reference?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you gaslighting me?
Maybe.
I feel like they call a condom a glove sometimes. A condom a glove sometimes. It sounds like I was trying to say Conor McGregor.
I said globe.
Oh, I got your globe right here. Okay. Listen, I got your glove right here, pal. I was like, can you imagine that if she was like, can you use protection? And you're just like, you put on a boxing glove. You're like, you want to ask me that again, but slower? It's crazy. Now we're canceled like Matt Rife. My bad. So, hey, welcome to episode 9. I'm Bill.
I'm Hunter.
And this is the Hunter and Billy Can't Fight Show. In case you didn't know that, I just like to make sure you guys know what you are.
Dude, 9.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah.
Double digits next week.
Next week. So it's pretty crazy. It's going to be funny. Like forever, the first time we hit double digits on an episode will also be our Christmas episode. So it drops on Christmas.
Deck the house.
There was a thought where I was like, we could either skip a week or like just upload it on a different day because we upload Mondays. But I was like, whatever, man. We'll just get all freaking merry with it. Dude. Yeah. So we have a pretty cool thing planned for next week's episode. But for this week, it's more like Christmas is in the air, It's a week till Christmas. And what sucks is like getting older. I feel like at least I feel the wonder a lot less. I'm probably more of like a Scrooge now, like a Grinch a little bit on Christmas, I think. But weirdly enough, like what makes me feel the most like Christmas time is malls. I don't know if that tracks for you at all. When I'm in a mall, I'm like, it is Christmas.
It does track.
Yeah.
I feel like everything's decorated more. Everyone's Christmas shopping, and you feel it in the air.
Mm-hmm. A recent thing I learned about myself is that ornament shopping sucks all energy out of me completely. Like Riley always like wants to do this cute thing where we buy an ornament every year. So like each year, like by years past, like we'll have a decked out tree. Like so like for us, we're like we'll buy an ornament that represents our year. So we each buy one that represents the year. And so like last year, I went through like a weird basketball phase. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I was like, in honor of that, I bought like a basketball hoop ornament. Because I was like, what was going on with me there? I was like so bad at
You're
it.
like, oh, that's the basketball year.
It's like, man, somebody should have checked on me probably. There was that day that you and we went to play basketball and we stood there and we talked forever. And then we played one bounce. And the whole like left side of my body was sunburned. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
I do remember that.
It's like you'd look at the one side of my leg and then you'd flip it and it would just be completely like purple.
You're pale and then purple.
Dude, which that reminds me of the worst sunburn I ever got. Like me and Trav, we went to Virginia Beach and none of us brought sunscreen.
Yeah.
And I ended up falling asleep on the beach, like on my back, and I had a shirt over my face. I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm feeling a little stiff." And then everybody was gone, so I was like walking around Virginia Beach looking for everybody that I went with, and it was like as I'm like, each step I'm taking, dude, I'm just like getting even stiffer. I wonder what's going on here, dude. By the time like I found everybody, I looked down, my whole front of my body was purple. I looked like Barney, dude. And ended up getting like a bunch of blisters. I was trying to take baths in like Earl Grey tea because they were like, it soothes the burn. I'm like smothering myself in aloe. And before I went on the trip, I shaved my chest. So coming back from the trip, the little hairs are growing again. So it would get caught on like my shirt. So it's just pulling everything. Dude. Fuck sunburn.
Dude, I remember you getting the blisters. That shit was gnarly.
It turned into a gorgeous tan, you know?
Hey, mistake that will never be made again.
Yeah, seriously. And I'll just stay inside. That's the secret.
He's like, I'm scared of the sun now.
Dude, so, oh, you were talking about this Twitch trend that's going around.
Dude, so there's some Twitch trends going. And I guess it's like basically how to get viewers without breaking TOS.
Okay.
And it's girls who are basically streaming with no shirt on, no bra. Camera cuts right before the nips.
Dude.
You get a donation, they shake them johns. And I don't get it because you got like actual streamers who are using Twitch for like gaming or whatever, maybe reacting or whatever they're doing it for. Some of those people do get banned, and then you got this going on, and it's like, yeah.
Well, Twitch has like always done that. Like I remember when the pool party thing started, like people just getting in pools, and then they were like, we'll just make a whole subgenre for this. We're like, what? You know what I mean? I never understood, but dude, that's so crazy. And I think that's like, I always try to like put myself in the stance of the viewer on like, why would I be watching it? Because it's like, you know, porn is free. So, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I'm always like, what's the entice there? And I got to imagine it's like, I guess you're praying for a slip up.
I mean, maybe. I also just feel like maybe, like, I also try to put it in perspective of maybe this parent isn't really, like, maybe this parent's watching what their kid's doing on their devices. Mm-hmm. But if she just sees that they're on Twitch.
Oh, good point. Wow, that's actually really smart. Yeah, I would have not thought of that. Because I always come across, like, TikTok streams where it's, like, almost titty, you know? And I'm always like, I know what you're doing. And then I'm looking at the viewers, and it's, dude, it's always, yo, pop one out. Which I think is the most ridiculous comment to say to another, like, human being. Hey, yo, pop one out for the homies that couldn't make it. That's ridiculous, dude. But yeah, I don't understand what the hype around that is. I mean, we all love titties, let's be real. Men and women, collectively. But I don't know. That's tough. It's also tough for Twitch to just be like, yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, I remember there was some stuff going around not that long ago where a popular Twitch streamer had gotten banned, and they had gone through like a round of bans. And then while that was going on, like I know there was a YouTuber named Jadeon.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
He got banned because he like some stuff happened with Pokemon, and like all of his viewers went to her stream and started saying stuff to her, and then Twitch banned him for that, for like causing that situation.
Oh, he was instigating it.
I guess he like said go over there and say this or whatever.
Oh,
or he was talking about her or something, and then this girl was on stream getting railed. Mm-hmm. And she only got like a week ban.
My like innocent brain was like, oh, like she was getting bullied.
No, she's getting piped down. So like you couldn't see it because the camera was on her face.
Yeah, but
she lived in like this like high rise apartment, and it had like an all glass like window, and you could just see the reflection. This dude just giving her the F-150.
Dude, that's so funny. Can you imagine though, like I mean, I imagine like as she's talking and her reactions or whatever, it was like obvious aside from that. But can you imagine if it wasn't? If she was like, "Hey guys, welcome back to my stream. I was thinking today."
No, like, I mean, I don't think it was like oblivious, like clearly obvious.
Oh, okay.
But like he's like the reflection, like you could see what he's doing.
Dude, that would like super. I'm just saying, like for the dude, that like would super suck. Where like you're like giving the business, and she's just like, "Yeah, okay, do what you got to do. I got to do this thing." And she's like, "Welcome back to my stream." I mean, today.
Or she doesn't say do what you gotta do, but afterwards he's like, "You faked that really good. You made it seem like I wasn't doing anything." And she's like, "Yeah."
Bro, that sucks so bad, dude. You know, oh man, that's tough. I can't believe that. That's crazy.
I was an actor at heart.
Well, that's the thing though that I'll say is like, I think, say if I were to try to get into the Twitch space or streaming space in general, like, and I might get flamed for this, but this is, in my opinion, how Twitch's stance is that if you're a woman, for the most part, you're pretty invincible. You know what I mean? When it comes to certain terms of service. I mean, the fact that Alinity is still on the platform and popping is insane. But, which I like Alinity. I'm not talking shit. I just think it's crazy that, you know, how often and constant you can violate terms of service.
Right.
And they're like, well, we'll give you another chance. And it's like your 13th chance. But then just like you said, some dude fucks up one time.
Yeah.
It'll be like if you're on I remember once, I can't remember the name of the dude, but he was like streaming and he had like all of his friends like on video chat. And one of his friends that was a girl either accidentally or purposefully like flashed a tit. And so he starts freaking out. He's like, why would you fucking, he like kicks her. He's like, why would you do that? And yeah, he got permabanned. Like, and he's like, well, I didn't fucking.
It wasn't me.
Dude, which is crazy. So,
Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes both ways. I mean, or not both ways, but like, I guess like stuff does happen on accident. I think this was on YouTube because the YouTube streaming is starting to get a little bigger.
Yeah, it's popping.
But I don't know. Have you heard about the I Show Speed incident?
not the incident. I know of him, though. What happened?
Yeah. So he was playing this game. And you know those like pajama pants
Yeah.
that got like the slit?
Yeah.
Yeah, well apparently this motherfucker was like no briefs.
Oh, no.
So he got up and he started like air thrusting and his meat just and he started screaming. He's like, oh no, and then he ended the stream really quickly.
Oh my God.
Made like a whole apology, all that. And then I Show Meat was trending.
Dude, I love the internet sometimes.
He didn't get banned.
Oh, good. All right, that's cool.
YouTube was like, no, we get it. Like,
Yeah.
because he was he did not mean to do it. He was really upset. Mm-hmm. Can only imagine how embarrassed he was.
Oh, for sure.
But also, like, dude,
Yeah.
anyone who has worn those pajama pants,
Yeah. Oh, dude.
you know.
That accidentally happened once with from me to Trav. I was like sitting in a gaming chair. I was like, I almost never I wasn't free balling. It was at the time I was also wearing boxers, which boxers are just pajama pants but shorter.
Yeah.
So like there's no tightness or like overlap. It's literally just an open slit for the listeners and for the ladies who don't know. And it's loose, versus briefs, they're tight, they're compact. You have to like unfold to reveal. So I was wearing boxers, and then on top of that, I was wearing pajama pants. And like a solar eclipse, the two slits aligned. I was like, I think adjusting myself, and it made the slits align. And I'm like looking, like I was playing a game, and Trav's next to me, and like as soon as I feel a breeze, and I look down before I can even meet gaze with my meat. Trav goes, oh! And I go, I'm sorry. And we're just screaming. He's like, put it away. I'm like, I'm trying. So that sucked. That was one of two times I accidentally exposed myself. The other time was at work. I was not recent. This is when I worked at Cala's Pizza. And it was laundry day. I had well upgraded to briefs at this point, but it was laundry day, and the only pair of underwear I had left was a pair of boxers. And I was also wearing like these plaid shorts, and I worked in like the kitchen. And so there was always like this thing of like, you try to get as much use out of those trash bags as you can. So you keep like smushing that shit down. So most people, you just throw your leg over and you stomp in on it. So I throw my leg over, I stomp in on it. So I have one leg on the ground, one leg in the trash can, and I'm pushing down. And my really tall coworker comes in. And so he's like looking down at me, I'm looking up, and we're talking. And I guess my fly must have fallen down or was just down the whole time. And so I'm like kind of spread like this, and I'm talking to him, and it's the same exact thing. I feel a breeze. I go to look, and as I'm on my way to the destination, he goes, "Oh, buddy." And he goes, I'll never forget this because it sucked. He goes, "Your turtle head's poking out." And I was like, "No, it's not that small." It was pretty good, right? He goes, like, "Wait, no, where are you going? Come back." No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it sucked. So that happened. Thankfully, he didn't tell anybody, but yeah, so I accidentally exposed myself. So no, I get that situation for sure.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
I guess my point too, though, is like, in terms of like Gideon, my thought as a Twitch streamer, I'd be like, I'm never gonna fuck with women. Like, I'm never gonna like. Even if I'm jokingly like telling my fan base to go fuck with Pokemon,
so
dude,
he didn't like.
I will lose that fight.
So he didn't tell them to go fuck with Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
The situation was he was like making fun of the male viewers that watch her in the aspect of like, I have a chance.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He was like, bro, just go tell them like, give it up, dude.
Yeah.
She's seeing other dudes.
Uh-huh.
She don't care about you.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a paycheck.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what they did. They were like basically dogging her like male fan base,
Oh.
like the creepy guys that are like trying to get with her. And
That's even okay. That's like ridiculous. Can you imagine being like, "Wait, this is me in Pokemon's shape. Wait, you don't want to fuck me?"
yeah, I mean,
like that is an obvious. Hold on a second,
dude,
I'm paying you, and
like-
you're not gonna fuck me.
There's some shit going on right now. There's like
That was sarcasm, by the way.
I know.
I felt the need to.
There's a musician / model / OnlyFans model girl. I think her name's Ruby Rose.
Oh, I might have heard of that name before. But.
Yeah. So some dude that's like subscribed to her OnlyFans spent like over like $100K.
Oh wait, yeah, I saw this on like on a Snapchat or something.
Yeah, dude. And then he met her at this like thing, and like he got like a fucking tattoo. He got like a whole like thigh tattoo of her face.
Oh my god.
So her whole like, and then he got her number somehow. And he's
Whoa.
like just texting her, begging her for a chance. You'll be my princess. You'll do this.
Dude.
And then she like posted all of it. And
Which fuck her also. You know, that's crazy.
I mean, he was getting pretty weird.
Okay, that's fine. I just also mean like
Also, like at what point do you like expose him? Because he like after she wasn't answering, he was texting her on some like, "Oh, you're not gonna fucking answer me. I spent all this money on you to say like."
yeah, never mind. I changed my stance. Yeah,
it's like-
I don't know why I felt that way originally.
Because it's like, bro, if you're just a fan and you're like you're trying to like express your love,
Yeah.
maybe don't make fun of the dude. Maybe just block him. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, if he's like, well, fuck you. You're not fucking responding to me. I met you. We had a connection. I'm spending all this
Dude.
money on you. I got a tattoo of your face. It's like, bro, like, I didn't ask you to get that
Yeah,
tattoo.
that was all you, dude. I didn't
Yeah.
ask you to send me money, really, either. You know
Well,
what I mean?
no, he wasn't sending money. It was subscribing
Well,
to
of
her,
course,
like
yeah, yeah.
OnlyFans or whatever.
And then paying probably per post and
Yeah.
whatnot. But yeah, ridiculous. I saw the photos because all the comments were saying like you spend over $100K on a girl and you can't even touch her because like
Yeah.
in the photos they're not touching at all.
Right.
Like she's over there like
Yeah.
like posed like a coy little girl and he's like I don't know an arm's length distance away, basically having to hover hand.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Guys are weird. I don't know how
Yes,
you get
yes.
obsessive. How do you get obsessed with a model?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just you can't do that, and then you also can't expect a relationship to come out of that.
Yeah, like that reminds me back to that original point of the girl who's like streaming on Twitch. And I'm like, why would people watch that versus just going to watch porn? I guess now that I'm thinking of it, the entice is that if you're watching porn, you can't talk directly to the porn star.
Right.
So there is that delusion probably in some weirdos' brains where it's like, well, if I can just rizz her up, then dude, I can get in there. And I think that's whack because it's like, I think that's the issue with maybe OnlyFans, where obviously that's where all the money is, like the chat function. And it's like funny to me because like the bigger they are, the more obvious and apparent that it is that you're not actually talking, like you're not talking to Amaranth when you're on her OnlyFans.
And not only that, but you're also like, it probably gets to the point where if they're that big, you're not even talking to them.
That's what what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, so I always think that's so funny to be like, well, I will go subscribe to the OnlyFans because then I can message her. I'm like, you're messaging some dude named Greg, dude. You know what I mean?
Dude, there was another situation this one's fucked up. So there's this dude who started messaging a female wrestler's account.
Okay.
So he thought.
Is this OnlyFans or just Twitter? Or
it's
okay.
Insta? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Instagram.
Okay.
And he was messaging her, and he thought he was in a relationship with her.
Oh.
And it wasn't her official account.
Oh.
It turns out it was his girlfriend the entire time.
Whoa.
And they were together for like 8 years, and she like, gotcha, bitch. And like,
oh my God.
Dude, it was...
Dude, that's... Well, it's like obviously sucks more on the guy. Like he shouldn't have been doing that, right? For sure. But dude, how maniacal from a girlfriend's standpoint to be like, you know, I'm gonna go make a Rhea Ripley fake account.
Yeah, dude, it's like it's the whole show of like Catfish and shit like that. It's like some of those stories. It's like, dude, why did you even like?
Yeah.
You're not talking to this person.
Oh, not
for
at all.
one. For two, even if you are, like, dude, just give it up.
I feel like on Catfish, there was only like one episode like ever where it's like, well, yeah, he can't like web chat me or send me pictures or this or that. And all of those are telltale signs, like, you know, this is not the real person. And like, but they met up and it actually, he was real. Right. And then he's like, yeah, I just couldn't, you know, blah, 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 and whatever. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, there is no, in today's age, there's no excuse why you can't send a photo.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, like whenever on those Catfish, it's like, yeah, and like, whenever I try to call, they just don't answer. Or they, you know, or like, they're like, they come up with an excuse. I'm like, they're not real, dude. Like easily. And even if they are real, err on the side of caution and just be like, this is suspicious and I hate it. Because you're only setting yourself up for like vulnerable failure.
Right.
Dude.
No, yeah, I used to watch Catfish a lot. And there's definitely some like weird situations where it's like they end up being real, but it's just like, why did you have to go through all this?
Those are the ones that I think are fake. You know what I mean? Like the show had to, but I don't know. I believe
show
in
both
Neve
sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, I believe in Neve too much to think that he would lie.
No,
you know?
I don't think he would. He's been through it himself.
Did you ever actually watch the original Catfish?
Yeah.
It's actually very good.
Yeah,
it was
really
cool.
cool.
That's like the cool thing. So like for people that don't know much about Catfish, is like Neve basically made a documentary about his online relationship, and he was afraid that they weren't real. So he decided to start filming it. Him and his buddies, they head in the car and they road trip all the way to this, you know, his love's house, like the chick he's been dating on the internet forever. He's like going to surprise her basically. And when he arrives, it was like some 40-some-year-old married woman, and her husband was pretty aware that she does this. Like she gets in relationships with men online and lies about who she is. And, you know, Neve, pretty heartbroken, is like, why would you do this to me? And she's like, no, I don't know. You know? And so because of that, like MTV was like, yo, this would be a great concept for a show. And then that's what they did. They ran with it and made it a show, which is like pretty cool. But I love that story just because it was literally like, I mean, obviously a sad story, but, you know, starting up your own thing is just as easy as doing a thing.
Right.
It's fucking crazy, man. Good for him. Pretty cool.
It was cool as hell.
Man, that was a weird transition, but whatever.
Speaking of documentaries, it's Christmas time. A lot of Christmas movies on TV. A lot of people want to watch Christmas movies.
Right.
There's this really weird thing with some Christmas movies, and it's kind of just like, is this really a Christmas movie?
Oh, yeah. There's like so many debates on like what makes a Christmas movie. Do you have, what do you think?
Dude, if it's a Christmas movie.
Okay.
just because it's during the holidays, or
Yeah.
it's like trying to say, bro, if Jigsaw decided to kidnap a whole bunch of people and make them play a game, but it happened to fall on Christmas Eve, it's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Yeah. That's such a funny point. That's good.
if who is it, Liam Neeson in Taken?
Yeah.
If his daughter gets taken on Christmas break, it's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's I think the same thing. So there's like the age old.
Oh, hold on. Let me also say this. If there's just snow on the ground, it's not a fucking Christmas
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, dude. Exactly. Yeah.
It's so ridiculous, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
So that's like always the age old argument of like what makes a Christmas movie. I think it needs to have an air like. It needs to be around Christmas time. That's check 1. And you need probably 2 out of 3 checks to make it a Christmas movie, right? Check 2 would be it has to have like some sort of like whimsical like wonder, some like otherworldly like I guess awe-inspiring vibe.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean that also, but like maybe like even like the goal in mind.
Oh, I was gonna say the third thing would be Christmas has a lot to do with the plot.
Yeah.
So like it has to check 2 of those 3 boxes.
Okay. Yeah. So
So
I'm just gonna piss people off now.
go for it.
Sorry, Harry Potter has nothing to do with Christmas.
Oh, that's so funny. I was going to say the opposite. That's
How?
crazy. Because so it's awe-inspiring. It's like whimsical wonder. You know what I mean?
In what case is it like?
And then it's
Christmas
specifically
has everything to do with this.
Yeah, the first movie specifically, like there's like a big pivotal scene that happens because of Christmas, and that's a good point though.
Okay,
It's
but
tough. It's
so
tough.
every other movie.
No, I don't know.
So they have. Are you saying the first movie is Christmas, and then the rest are just like?
Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, I don't know if I have a strong enough stance on it to argue with you on it, because I get the vibe. Like for some reason, as soon as snowfall happens and you're like, Christmas is coming, it does feel cozy to be like, let's watch Harry Potter again.
I
And they
mean,
do get
yeah,
more
but-
sad as they go, but like that's the point.
But it's also like, okay, so it's like if we're gonna look at Harry Potter the series as this is chapter 1,
Yes.
and then so is chapter 1 Christmas.
It does have because like Harry Potter getting like led around like seeing Diagon Alley for the first time is very much, and he's like introduced to that wizarding world. It's very much like which is to me cool. Like you're just kind of like, yeah, dude. Like it invokes like a sense of wonder,
But, like,
which is what Christmas kind of is. I wonder what's in that box.
But like 25,
7. Sorry,
25% of the movie involves Christmas.
you're right. Yeah, you're right
So
about that.
is it more so just like just a pass on? Because it's
tough.
not the plot.
You're right.
It
You're
doesn't
right.
fit your check.
You're right. You're right. It only checks one of those 3 boxes. What was the first check again? I really pulled that out of nowhere, but I think it applies.
It did.
It's a good check. It's a good checklist.
So like, yeah, I know. One check was the plot. The other check is it around Christmas time?
Yes, that was the first one. Is it around Christmas time? Is it awe-inspiring or like a sense of wonder and bewilderment? And does it have anything to do with the plot of the movie?
Right.
Yeah. So
Because that's like I don't know. I feel like saying that. I mean, it might be a little closer, but that's like saying like Narnia.
right, which I think people would find like coziness and Christmas time around Narnia, maybe, but I can't speak on that because I never really saw
But
it.
can you really put it into a Christmas category like a Home Alone, an Elf, or a Polar Express?
But you know what would be a great example, an example you're looking for, is saying that like Ted is a Christmas movie because it starts on Christmas. It's a Christmas wish that brings the bear to life.
right?
And then the movie happens.
Yeah.
So in theory, that would check all 3 boxes, but it's not a Christmas movie.
Well, that's not like the entire plot.
That's what I'm exactly. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah. It's like, Christmas and the awe-inspiringness of creating a bear to come to life, all of that, it checks all the boxes for what I said on my checklist.
Yeah.
And it motivates the plot because if he didn't make a Christmas wish, then we wouldn't have a talking bear. But it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So that's a great point. Damn. Yeah, maybe my checklist sucks. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Be sure to like and subscribe. But yeah, so because of this argument that Hunter and I are talking about, we wanted to go through a list of movies. There's this list I found that basically is movies that aren't Christmas movies, but feel like Christmas movies. And we're just going to kind of go through them, and we're going to talk about whether we agree or disagree. And feel free to duke it out in the comments a little bit if you want. All right, here we go. Okay. Well, okay. I'm glad that it starts with the biggest one. So anybody that has had this argument before, you might even still not talk to family members because of an argument over this. But Die Hard. Now, Hunter's never seen Die Hard, which sucks. But I saw Die Hard. Here's one of the things. I want to say a couple things about Die Hard before we get into whether it's a Christmas movie or not. Firstly, very progressive for its time. Came out in the 80s. What I love, and what I mean by progressive is, the smartest character in the movie, the guy who's just what's up with all this fucking nonsense? It's a black guy. It's the guy from Family Matters. And they keep that theme really going for all the diehards. Usually the smartest person in the movie is a black man. And I just think that's cool because, I don't know. It's now it almost seems like a token thing. You almost feel like you have to do it. But I love it's in those movies, there was no pressure to do that. They were just it just makes sense. Yeah. Thought that was cool. And not to say that putting pressure on doing that is a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's a touchy thing. I don't want to, I'm trying to speak of it very positively. But anyways, so Die Hard, very progressive for its time. And I just think that the movie itself, so it's an action movie. It's an action movie that really relies on details. I just think that's cool. Because a lot of action movies are how grandiose can we make this, or how this, that, or the other. One of the cool things I think about the movie, and this doesn't really spoil anything, but also this is a 40-year-old movie, so relax. But early in the film, John McClane, the main character, he's getting off a plane to visit his wife at a Christmas party that she's having at work in this big old skyscraper for whatever corporation she works for. And the limo driver gives him a tip. He's like, oh, there's this trick. If you're feeling jet lagged, all you have to do is take your shoes and your socks off and rub your feet on the carpet for a pretty good amount of time, and you won't feel jet lagged anymore. And you can tell John McClane kind of takes mental note of that, but doesn't really, He gets there. He gets in an argument with his wife because I think they're in the process of separating. And she goes back to this Christmas party. So he's alone in this room. And he decides to take his shoes off and his socks off. And he starts rubbing his feet on the carpet. And he's like, And he's looking at it would you look at that? As soon as he's doing that, the plot kicks off where a team of people have now come in to rob or rob the safe in the corporate building. So they're holding everybody at gunpoint. They're taking hostages and whatever. And John McClane is a cop from New York. So that's his whole thing. But he starts hearing gunshots. So he grabs his gun and he just leaves the room, which now for the rest of the movie, he doesn't have shoes on.
Right. Or socks.
Yeah. And I just think it's a phenomenal, I just thought that detail alone is cool because it becomes a big issue throughout the film, that he doesn't have shoes on.
Right.
And he's sleuthing around, there's things like broken glass, cement, rocks, whatever. There's a bunch of issues that come up because of this, but it's not the main focus of the movie. I just think the detail's fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I also love that they don't make him this badass, I don't care. He's just a dude and he's my feet fucking hurt. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just cool. It's a cool little detail. Anyways, all of that might get cut, but no, I'm just kidding. But so Die Hard being a Christmas movie, if we're going to go by my checklist, it takes place on Christmas. Okay. Yeah. It's not very awe-inspiring or a sense of wonder. And Christmas doesn't motivate the plot at all.
It kind of brings me back to my point is if Jigsaw decided to kidnap a whole bunch of people on Christmas and make them play a game, it doesn't make it a Christmas movie.
Exactly. And there's not even here's what I think would change it. If John McClane was making traps with Christmas ornaments.
Right.
Then you could maybe make the argument.
That, or maybe if this might not hit as hard, but even if the ending of it was the Christmas miracle of him saving his wife's work or saving his wife brought them back together.
Oh yeah, and I don't even know if it particularly does. Yeah, I don't really remember. You know who plays the villain in that movie though is Alan Rickman, who he plays Professor Snape in Harry Potter. Which God rest his soul. But yeah, dude, he the movie very much does not rely on Christmas to be. If you took Christmas out of it and he's just visiting his wife at a work party, the movie doesn't change at all.
Yeah.
So that's always been my argument, because then I think Die Hard 2 also takes place on Christmas and has a little bit more weight on the plot just because it takes place in an airport and the airport is busy as fuck because it's the holidays. But even still, I feel like
they just needed more people in there, so they made it around Christmas time.
Right, yeah. If you could make it on any holiday, really, and say the same thing. You could put it on New Year's, dude. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I would... That's my main argument that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's because if you take Christmas out of it, the movie doesn't change.
Yeah, I would say so.
Mm-hmm. And there's no, monologue about, this is the season of giving.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give you an ass whooping.
Yeah, it's not
That's
like
Bruce Willis.
It's not. It just. I don't hold the weight on it. I don't buy it.
This one I think is lame. So on the list they put Home Alone. That is a Christmas movie.
That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It has everything to do with Christmas.
Literally.
That's the entire plot.
Yeah. The entire plot. Yeah. A lot of traps are made with the
Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, this is the thing.
And then the only reason that the dudes are stealing so much is because families are going away for the holidays.
Yeah, dude. And why he's home alone is because his family left the state on Christmas vacation. The whole plot has to do with Christmas.
Yeah.
So I thought that was weird that they put it on here. And they even say, the first line that they say for their reason, they go, this one might be the closest to a Christmas movie on this list. And then they say all the reasons why it is a Christmas movie. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas movie.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Edward Scissorhands.
I think because there's snow in it at one point.
Well, there's snow, and it does take place around Christmas time because he helps cut the Christmas tree, and they decorate the Christmas tree.
There is a sense of wonder and
there's a lot. I don't know. I mean, it's around the holidays.
It sucks too because I feel like if we had to add a fourth thing to the checklist, which doesn't super work then because then you can't do a majority rule because you might get 2 out of 4. But a fourth thing I guess would have to be a sense of coziness. Maybe that comes with a Christmas movie.
I just don't think Edward Scissorhands falls into a Christmas movie. I mean, bro, why? Just because there's snow? Is it because it's around? Bro, I feel like I don't care if this movie is taking place around the holiday seasons. Mm-hmm. Is it getting me in a Christmas mood? Yeah. I don't think Edward Scissorhands is going to put me in a Christmas mood. And I really like that movie.
I know. Oh, I do too. I wonder if it does for me. It's I don't know.
I think that's more of a Halloween thing for me.
Yeah, I guess because it is a little bit more gothica. I don't know.
It gives it a little more the edgier seat creeps.
Yeah. But all the stuff surrounding him is very colorful and warming, and it's a movie, I guess, about family. So I guess I could see that.
I think this one is more it's a lot closer than Die Hard.
Oh, 100%.
It's a lot this one makes you think a little bit.
Yeah.
But is it I feel like all of the Christmas movies we have were this is a Christmas movie.
Right, exactly.
There's no debate on that. So why if there's a debate, that's the whole issue. I mean,
I would place it.
You would?
I would, yeah.
Because if this took place around Thanksgiving, what would change?
Oh, great point. Damn, you got me. Well, the thing is, I think we're overlooking... The thing that sucks about my checklist is we're overlooking vibe, right? Because Christmas itself has a vibe. And do these movies match that vibe? Die Hard does not match the vibe of Christmas. Right. And again, you take the plot out, or you take the Christmas day out, it doesn't change the plot. But Edward Scissorhands, it being on Thanksgiving, I still think it would be a cozy time family movie that you might want to watch on Christmas.
Okay, but like when
You know what doesn't make sense? What I want to watch on Thanksgiving? Avatar, like the Last Airbender. I don't know what it is. There's something about Thanksgiving. I'm like, I want to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, but for Christmas, I wouldn't say that. So I don't know. I don't know what that vibe difference is.
I don't know. Like I feel like when I think of when I think of Elf, I think of Christmas.
Yeah, of course.
When I think of Home Alone, I think of Christmas. Mm-hmm. When I think of Polar Express, I think of Christmas.
Yeah.
When I think of Edward Scissorhands, my first thought isn't Christmas.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, like,
I'm trying to think like it's Christmas. You're opening presents, but we have something on the TV, and it fits the vibe.
Edward Scissorhands is not fitting.
Yeah, maybe you're
that
right. I don't
vibe.
know. But there's that snow scene, but I mean, does the scene make up for the whole movie being played on Christmas? That's a tough one. That's tough. Man.
I this one might have to stay on the 50-50 mark for
Yeah,
me. I don't think I can hammer one down.
I know. Somebody will have to convince us. Like, leave a comment. Yeah.
Please tell us.
Say yay or nay.
Okay, what are you doing?
I was gonna say the reason I brought up so the next one on the list is Batman Returns. And I was gonna say what made me think of there's something on the TV while we're opening presents as it fit the vibe. Batman Returns does. That fits the vibe. It's like it's on there. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking Christmas. I don't know why. Because I believe this is the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Nice to meet you.
You know
It's
what?
like-
It's a Christmas movie.
I was about to say, it's like it's whimsical, it's awe-inspiring, it's a little silly, like it's
I feel like us saying this one would pass goes against everything else. But you win.
Let me see. I just want to make sure that this is what I think it is, because I might be thinking of Batman versus Robin. Or not versus, Batman and Robin. Oh, and this is the one with the penguin. Yeah, where Danny DeVito plays as the penguin.
So yeah, this isn't the one with Arnold.
No. But either way, because I was going to say Batman and Robin and Batman Returns, like any of the Tim Burton ones do feel like Christmas. Tim Burton has a way of just doing that.
I agree.
Yeah, so I would still stick with that, even though I was wrong on my initial what I thought the movie was. But
I guess, yeah, sure.
you're like, I'm fucking done with it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Iron Man 3.
Hell no.
I agree, because it's actually like the saddest Iron Man.
And just like, what? No.
I think it's because there's snow in it.
Oh, that, and then like, doesn't he get Homegirl a present?
Maybe.
I don't know, but still, no.
Yeah, this is like the one where like he meets that boy.
Yeah, no contest.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think that's a Christmas movie. Oh, but it says it's taking place around Christmas. That doesn't motivate the plot at all.
No, it
if it
doesn't.
wasn't Christmas, dude, it
If
could be
Iron
around.
Man didn't have Christmas lights on his suit, I call bullshit.
Damn. I think that's it.
Yeah,
For all the ones I know.
Yeah,
That's perfectly fine. Iron Man 3
And
is
then-
not a Christmas movie.
we kind of added in Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah, it's just tough. I mean, we talked about it a little bit before.
Yeah, it's just I feel like that's my main motivation for that is the same as Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, I just don't know. I think like the first two movies, if they were playing on Christmas, I'd be like, that fits the vibe.
Your girlfriend gave me a dirty look when I said it didn't fit the picture, and I kind of want her to come in here and to try to convince me to why Edward Scissorhands would be a fucking Christmas movie.
Hey, babe, do you want a feature?
I heard the chair.
All right, here's the thing. Edward Scissorhands, I suppose I could understand, but I think the big thing is not so much. I think I think that your grading scale, your rubric, is wrong.
Why?
I don't give a shit if this thing happens on Christmas, if it's snowing. Yes, that's an added benefit. But what makes you want to get under the covers with some hot chocolate and like feel the season? And Edward Scissorhands, I think, does that. I think it's like, it's a Tim Burton movie, right? It's got his vibe, I assume. Right? It's like the Christmas Tim Burton, right? So it's in its genre, it's a Christmas Tim Burton. But really the issue is your Harry Potter stance.
Why?
That was mostly the fuel.
Well, so what we said was that we really missed the mark. Like on our original rubric, there was 3 things that it had to check on the list, which was 1, does it take place on or around Christmas? It has to, for us, we were like, it has to check 2 of these 3 boxes.
Okay.
1, does it take place on or around Christmas? 2, does it have a sense of awe and like inspiring sort
like
of?
Harry Potter.
Yeah, right? Yeah. And then 3, is the plot motivated at all by Christmas? So that's where we were getting stuck. But then as we were going through this list, we were like, I think we're fucking up. Like, there's also a vibe. So we added the 4th thing would be, if we're opening presents and we look at a TV screen and this movie is on, does it fit the vibe or does it not?
So literally Harry Potter. Okay, so here's the thing, Hunter.
Wait. Let Hunter see what he's got to say. Hold on.
I feel like the Harry Potter thing, it's only like 25% of the movie.
No.
And then the rest of it, you're done.
Hunter, it's a gateway. Listen, here's what happens.
And then it's also, hold on, I also think it's bullshit that the first Harry Potter is the only movie that you could debate in a Christmas movie. You're not putting the whole series in there.
Yeah, right.
But yes, you are, because it's a gateway drug, Hunter. You put on the first movie, and Ron has his little R sweatshirt, and Harry has his little H, and everybody's merry and happy, and we're all playing chess.
Okay.
And it's great. And so you're sitting under the covers with your hot chocolate. Maybe you're opening gifts. You're having a good time. And then, oh my God, the movie ends. What are you going to do? Watch the fucking second one, because now you're in the vibe, Hunter.
Wow.
But you're getting into a Harry Potter vibe, not a Christmas vibe.
Because
That's just because you're a Harry Potter fan.
Because the marathon is part of the holiday season. You watch Harry Potter twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
You watch Harry Potter in October, and you watch Harry Potter. You usually start at the end of November, and you carry it into December. Those are the 2
seems-
times that you watch Harry Potter.
That seems like a Potter fan like schedule.
It seems like somebody who enjoys the holiday spirit.
Dude.
So I'm gonna go back to my original argument. If Jigsaw is kidnapping people around Christmas time, it's putting you in the Christmas vibe, huh?
Okay, not me at all, even a little bit, but for like a spooky bitch, like that's their spooky Christmas.
No, that's just a horror movie. I mean, if I watch Johnny Tsunami, does that mean I'm trying to get into my summer vibe?
No. Well, Johnny Tsunami takes place on
Around,
Christmas, right?
yeah, but I'm seeing waves. I'm seeing
No, because he moves to be a snowboarder.
Yeah, I know, I get that, but like, are we putting that into a?
Thanks for your input,
Because they're
Riley.
Harry
Thank
Potter
you.
fans. We're talking about Christmas.
Enjoy your
Oh,
last
shit.
episode.
Oh shit!
You just made the list. Dude.
But like, are you putting Johnny Tsunami as a Christmas movie?
It's tough. I don't think so. Just because really the plot is just more that he moves from like the tropics to a snow mountain or a ski lodge or whatever. So that's a good point.
And
Yeah.
here's where I'll end this.
Yeah.
I get what she's saying.
Uh-huh.
Puts you in the Christmas vibe.
Right.
And I guess my thing is I feel like a movie can put you in to get excited for the Christmas season.
Yeah.
But like when we say Christmas movie, I feel like it's gotta make Christmas seem like it's here. This is like, it's gotta get you excited. And
yeah.
I'm not saying, I just feel like they didn't touch on Christmas enough in Harry Potter. And I feel like it didn't. I feel like at the end of the day, it wasn't like the movie would have been fine without like labeling it as a Christmas. I feel like
tough.
the movie's just so good on its own that it's not.
I do feel like we are missing like that vibe. Like I do,
Like-
and it sucks. It's hard to put my finger on it, but it's like part of me, like if we're talking about like a movie to watch around Christmas time, and it's like it just adds to the Christmas vibe. I was like, what's a movie that has literally zero to do with Christmas that I might be like, that makes sense?
Like a Narnia.
Dude, I was gonna say Air Bud.
Dude, even that, yes.
That has literally. I don't think
passed-
Christmas is even in the fucking
No,
movie.
it is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the mom gives Buddy to her son for Christmas.
No, he finds that dog.
Yeah, and then the mom says you can't keep it. It stays outside.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay,
then
okay.
on Christmas, she brings the dog in the house.
Nice. Okay.
And
Dang, did you see this recently? Because maybe my memory just sucks. That was my favorite movie as a kid, and I do not remember that.
No, I just
Wow, geez, I suck. That's so funny.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, other than that, but still, like, so that's one scene.
Yeah, it has
nothing else.
nothing
It's a
to do-
basket. It's a sports movie.
but it puts
and
me
yet-
in the Christmas mood.
Yeah, so you know,
I feel like Harry Potter puts you in the Christmas mood. Maybe, yeah. I'm not arguing that.
yeah.
But like I just feel like you gotta label it. Like
It's true.
And I get like snuggle up, watch Harry Potter. That's cool. But like if we're labeling it Christmas movie, not Christmas movie,
yeah.
there's a reason you identify Home Alone and Elf and all that as Christmas movie.
Right.
It's rough out here.
So yeah, with that being said, I think that's a perfect transition into the main event for today.
oh boy.
Okay, so Hunter, as you've probably gathered, not a super Harry Potter fan. Have you even seen all of them?
Not all of them. I
Okay.
think I got to 5.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, my favorite one, probably the 4th one, Goblet of Fire. I like Goblet of Fire. After that, I feel like it gets really sad, but it has to. Like they
Yeah.
have to get sort of.
I
sad.
plan on finishing them.
Yeah.
But and I actually really enjoyed them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm more of a show guy.
Yeah, it's tough. And you know, I found that flaw in myself this year where I was like, a 2-hour movie? No thanks. But
Dude.
4 30-minute YouTube videos? Okay.
That's and it's also like, dude, so like my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time is Avatar,
Okay.
The Blue Guys.
I've never seen it, actually. Isn't that funny?
So good.
It's like the biggest movie in the world, and I've never seen it.
That's easily top 5 for me.
Wow.
I don't know why. I'm not gonna say it was like it was just such a good story. Like it's a pretty good story. The action in it's pretty good. Something about it, man. It was like holy shit. Like the movie itself was just holy shit. But I have not watched the second one.
Okay.
I was so excited to see it. I feel like if I would have went to go to see it in theaters, it would have been instant. But now that it's not in theaters anymore, I have no urge to sit there and watch an almost 4-hour movie.
That's fair, too. Yeah. That's fair. That's why I've never tried to watch like Scarface or The Godfather.
I just never cared to try to go watch them.
Not a big mafia guy.
Not even that. Something about old movies, man. They come off corny to me.
Oh, really? Yeah. Interesting. I don't particularly feel that way. To this day, my all-time favorite horror movie is The Thing from the 80s. God damn, that's a good fucking movie.
I think when it comes to like older movies for me,
Yeah.
around Halloween Town.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Back to the Futures for sure.
They were having like around Halloween this year. They were like Disney was live streaming all of the Halloween Town movies, and I tuned in for a quick second. The live stream was on the second movie, and I just remember being like, "Damn, this is corny," but like there's something like cool about that. You know what I mean?
Super corny.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know.
And also, you have to understand like the budget was like nothing.
Yeah,
and, like,
that,
whatever,
and
but-
then I also like bro, like on a lot of older Halloween-esque movies, corny.
Yeah.
Like what's the one with all the witches?
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, that corny.
You're gonna get flamed. No, just kidding.
Well, no, I still love the movie,
no,
but
I
it's
know.
corny. It's corny.
Yeah.
Eh,
Hunter, not a big fan of that. Well, not like an anti-fan, but not obsessed.
I'm a fan, but I'm not a super fan.
Yeah. So what we thought would be fun is to put Hunter through the Pottermore. Oh, what were we gonna say?
I'm just happy to be here, kind of fan. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Just along for the ride, you know. Exactly.
Yeah, I won't hate. I got the video game. Video game was really fun.
Do you have like a favorite character at all? It's okay if you don't.
I mean, Harry.
So that summarizes it all. So yeah,
Or the big guy,
Hagrid.
Okay,
Nice. All right, cool.
He's a G.
I'm very casual fan dating a super fan, so I know more than I should.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought it'd be cool to put Hunter through the Pottermore quiz, find out what house he lands in. How much do you know about the houses?
Decent amount.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know the explanation for each one? It's all just
No,
one
but
word.
like I know I got like the gist.
Okay. Well, so if you had to give one word to each house, I believe it is Gryffindor, bravery.
Yeah.
Slytherin, cunning.
Slimy.
You know what's funny is like literally cunning is just smart but evil.
Yeah.
Which is just so funny.
Slimy.
It's so funny just not be like smart. But anyways, that brings to Ravenclaw, intelligence. Hufflepuff,
Pussies.
Hufflepuff is loyalty. But I don't know how I feel about that because I only ever knew one Hufflepuff in my life, and she was a bitch, a backstabbing, conniving bitch. So who's to say? You know. Anyways, that's pretty much what we're going for here. So the quiz. I guess we'll just hop into it. All right.
Yep.
And I might pick your brain about some of your answers. Okay. So for the Pottermore quiz, the first question is: would you pick river or forest?
I need more context.
Why? Okay.
Am I picking a place to live? Am I picking if I'm stranded, am I picking would I rather be stranded by a river or in a forest? What
Am I just hanging out? Or?
Is this just like a casual meetup? Is it a date location? What do we
Yeah, okay. But
that seems pretty
okay, yeah. All right, so we're already losing. I was like, this is fucking stupid. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I mean, dude, I just kind of need more content. I mean, like, okay, I guess I'll just pick. I'm gonna go forest.
Oh yeah, why's that?
Because fun.
Yeah.
They might see some animals.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
Might be able to. I mean, I don't know the context. So
That's fair,
I don't know. I'm going forest. My heart says forest.
Okay. I would go river because I like water. Like that's the dumbest way to answer that. But look at this, it's so interactive and cool. All right. Anyway, so forest. All right. Cool. Which would you rather be? Liked, trusted, feared, envied, imitated, praised?
Feared.
Really? Wait, are you just doing that because you want to get Slytherin?
No. Nobody's gonna fuck with me if I'm feared. If I'm feared, the people that do fuck with me, they ain't gonna do nothing to mess that up.
That's kind of the adage of Mike Tyson.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, cool. So if you were attending Hogwarts, what pet would you choose to take with you? A cat, a toad, or an owl?
I like owls.
Dude, I was going to say, anybody who picks anything else, I'm like, I can see a toad at any point. I can see a cat at any time. Oh, I saw this great prompt on it sucks to steal it from another podcast, but it was how many owls how many owls would you have to see in a row before you would think something's wrong?
I think 2.
That's what this one dude said 13. And everybody's like, that's way too many.
Dude, how many times have you seen a owl? Like if you see one, you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If I see 2 in one day, I'm like, yo,
that's so funny.
That's when I'm smacking myself. Wake up.
Yeah, you're like, hold on a second.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. For me, it'd be 2 or 3. It wouldn't take that many.
Yeah, but if I pick anything other than an owl right now, I would feel like a joke.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, and also I mean, sure, cats, cool, of course.
No,
Toads.
cats are cool as hell, but
an owl, at least you can deliver something for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not going to be I'm strapping a sword to his
could
frog.
you imagine me? I already chose feared, so I'm feared with an owl on my shoulder that's facing that way, but his head's looking at you.
He's like, eyes in the back of my head.
Fuck with
which
me.
is my owl. So yeah, no, I think owl is the best choice at all.
Yeah.
What kind of owl? Okay, so we got barn owl, tawny owl, snowy owl, screech owl, brown owl.
I'm going snowy owl.
Snowy? Nice. Why's that?
It just looks hard, all white, yellow eyes.
Can you imagine? You're like, because Harry Potter just gives me the Christmas vibe.
Harry Potter's just a Christmas movie.
Cool. All right. If you could have any power, which would you choose? The power to read minds, the power to change the past, the power of invisibility, the power to speak to animals, the power of superhuman strength, or the power to change your appearance at will?
Ooh, there's a lot of good ones there. Mm-hmm. So, I want to say invisibility, but on the other hand, I feel like if I can read your mind, I know everything you're about to do before you do it.
That's fair, too. I I've always thought of this. A superpower that isn't used enough, I think, is preflex instead of reflex. I think preflex is a cool ass power. So that's like literally knowing what you're about to do.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Taskmaster's thing is. He just studies movements, and it's like he knows what you're going to do before you even do it. Big fan of that.
So I feel like if I'm reading your mind, I know exactly what you're about to do.
Yeah.
Before you do it, and now I can counteract that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go read minds.
I want to pick your brain about invisibility just because. Why? Like what I've never once thought invisibility would be a cool power.
If you can't see me, you can't touch me.
That's fair. Okay.
But I also feel like if we're talking about this in the power world,
Yeah.
there's probably ways to counteract that.
Maybe, but I don't even mean that. I'm just like, okay, if I'm the only one in the world with a superpower and it's invisibility, what am I just looking at tits? You know what I mean? Like, what would I use that for?
Okay, so say if you're about to get jumped,
Yeah,
you turn invisible, you're gone.
it's true.
If you want to go to a concert, a football game, sneak in.
See, that's like always been my argument is like, that's a good one. Actually, yeah, that's actually really a good one. Because like my thought is like average everyday life, right?
If you wanna travel, you sneak on the plane.
It's a great point too. That's a good one. All right, you've convinced me.
You're in a rush, you can skip TSA because you're invisible.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because I was thinking average everyday life. Like whenever people pick superpowers, I have to think average everyday life, right?
Yeah, I feel like invisibility is just like it would just make your average everyday life a lot easier.
Yeah, if I had my pick of a power in average everyday life, it would be teleportation.
Oh, for sure.
Or I don't know. I would want to say super speed, but that comes with the negative. Like, I feel like you have to think of it realistically that it does come with negatives. So I feel like you'd have to get the negative of like you have to consume a shit ton of calories a day because it's like insane taxing on your body. So, because I've always loved that quote that's like, if humans could fly, we would treat it as exercise and never do it.
That's bullshit.
But yeah, so that's a good argument for power of invisibility. That's why I was always like, when people are like, I want fire powers. I'm like, in everyday life, that's
You can start the bonfires. What else are you gonna do? Maybe you could help cook some food.
yeah, but no. You know what I'm saying? I'm always like, that'd be like the most useless power in average everyday life. But yeah, so you're going with read minds?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. What road tempts you the most? The twisting, leaf-strewn path through the woods? The wide, sunny, grassy lane? The narrow, dark, lantern-lit alley? The cobbled street lined with ancient buildings?
I really don't like any of them.
Yeah, tough.
Definitely not going dark lantern lit alley. Like I know I want to be feared, but I don't want to be in fear.
Yeah.
Take me to the sunny.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wide, sunny, grassy lane?
Yeah, I mean, why
Good choice.
not?
I like it. It's a nice day out.
Yeah, take some views.
Yeah, hell yeah. How would you like to be known in history? The great, the wise, the bold, or the good?
The bold.
Nice. All right. 4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try to open? The gleaming jet black box with a silver lock and key, marked with a mysterious rune that you know to be the mark of Merlin, which is like the original most powerful magician. The small pewter box, unassuming and plain, with a scratched message upon it that reads, I open only for the worthy. The small tortoiseshell box, embellished with gold, inside which some small creature seems to be squeaking. Or the ornate golden casket, standing on clawed feet, whose inscription warns that both secret knowledge and unbearable temptation lie within.
I'm going with the Merlin box, man.
Trying to get a wand out here?
I'm trying to, I'm trying to get that. If he was the greatest, I'm about to be the next. I'm
Nice.
next up.
All right,
I want that.
I like it. Oh, here you go. Left or right?
I'm right-handed, so I gotta go right.
All right, cool. All right.
Oh shit.
All right. Okay, so you're hoping for Slytherin, right? That's what
I
it is?
mean, either Slytherin or
Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor? Okay. All right. All right, so the sorting hat's ready to make its decision. All right, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. You're Gryffindor, dude. Riley's over there like, boo.
Hey, I'm for it. You know.
Hey, Gryffindor, baby.
Does it
I
tell
wonder what
me
it was.
why?
Oh.
I feel like No? All right.
Yeah, weird.
I mean, cool.
I bet, you know what I bet it was? I bet it was because you picked the sunny path. Like, they were like, you really should have picked something dark.
I mean, yeah, but like, I'm already feared. I don't feel,
It's true. Well, people fear Albus Dumbledore.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough out here. That's so funny. So Gryffindor, man, congrats. I remember when I took it, I wanted to get Gryffindor, but that's because I didn't know shit about the other houses, and I ended up getting Ravenclaw. But I think that would change now. If I took it now, it'd probably be a little bit different because I'm a dumb idiot, as people know now. Thinking fucking...
Hey, I mean, I'm okay with that. It's better than Hufflepuff.
Hey, if you're Hufflepuff out there, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
You're not welcomed here.
That's so funny, man. Well, damn. All right, well, Hunters are Gryffindor. Hey, give it up for the Gryffindors. Wow. Let's go. Hey, babe, what do you think about Hunter being a Gryffindor?
Well, you also... Well, I mean, it's the worst. Well, I don't know. It's the worst. But you also...
Coming from the Harry Potter fan.
Yep.
Well, Slytherin for life. But you also picked, like, the wooded path. And I think objectively, if, like, I were grading this, I would make the water path the Slytherin one. Because their dorms are actually near the lake. So, like, I don't know. I didn't listen to the whole thing. But, like, did they ask the question about, like, which, like, mythical creature? Like, did you get the mermaid, vampire?
No.
Oh, like, I think the mermaid answer is the Slytherin one. Because, like, again, they're by the lake. So.
Yeah, they didn't ask me that. I got a cool owl.
Yeah, the snowy owl. Yeah, hell yeah.
Owl's good. I usually pick that or the cat. Sorry.
Grow up.
Owls is only one answer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. What am I going to go down to the swamp, get a goddamn toad?
Yeah.
The fuck?
I mean, you did take the river, so.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, I want to see a toad. I just don't want to own one. Dude, when I was a kid, I used to catch, like, frogs by the creek, and I was so young, I didn't think, like, these things need to eat. So instead, I just would put it in, like, an enclosure, and then days later, it would just die, right? And I'd be like,
Aw.
yeah, I'd be like, why do these things keep dying on me, dude? I had no concept. And so because I'm a kid, I would, like, take the body of the frog, and I would just throw it on the roof of the apartment complex, because I didn't know where to put it. And so, yeah, I remember, I'll never forget, it was, like, one hot summer day, my mom, like, comes into my room, she's like, hey, have you been catching frogs? And I was like, yeah, and they keep dying. She goes, all right, that was going to be my follow-up question. She's like, the maintenance guy just had to scoop a shovel full of frogs, sun-dried to the roof. You know anything about that? And I was like, yeah, I didn't know where to put them. Can you imagine having to, like, just, like, 13 frogs?
Could you imagine?
All of them named Buddy?
Could you imagine the maintenance guy is like, how do these things get up here?
This thing's got hops, dude. That's so funny. Yeah. So, yeah, I wouldn't go with frogs, mostly just because they're not predators.
They're just going to die.
They're just going to die. Dude, we thought of, so in terms of, like, Darwinism and, like, evolution, I don't know shit about frogs, but, obviously frogs come from tadpoles. And we were thinking about how funny would it be, like, if, not all tadpoles turn into frogs. Because, like, one day it's just, like, you and your buddy, like, Jeff, as tadpoles just wiggling around. You're like, man, I can't wait to be a frog one day. And then one day, Jeff just, like, legs out and he's a frog now. And you're like, I'm so proud of Jeff. I can't wait till I get there. And then the day never comes. You're just a tadpole and then you die. That's sad.
Yeah, that sucks.
Then we were, like, comparing that to, like, Pokemon. Can you imagine being a Squirtle next to a Blastoise?
Yeah.
You're just like, I want fucking water gun turrets. That's cool as fuck. That's part of his anatomy. That's insane. I'm just over here to fucking shell.
You're just always a Squirtle.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's tough. Anyways, I think that ends it. No, I'm just kidding. No, what are you gonna say?
I don't know anything about Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah. For I know, like, basics, but, like...
Yeah.
Like, does Pikachu ever turn into something cooler other than Raichu?
No, that's it. Raichu's the final evolution. Because they added a... earlier evolution, so it's Pichu, then Pikachu, then Raichu, and that's about it.
Lame.
Yeah, but Pikachu as a Pokemon in general is pretty lame. It's just sold on the cuteness of it all.
Yeah, I guess.
My favorite Pokemon,
Charizard.
Cyndaquil.
Mine's Charizard.
Well, grow up. You're vanilla.
Nah, I guess. Or Mewtwo.
Mewtwo is man-made. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah,
I had a VHS tape.
Oh yeah, the movie with it. Yeah. The one, dude. I saw that in theaters and I cried. Like when Ash gets turned to stone.
Yeah.
Damn, it's so fucking sad. And Pikachu just keeps trying to shock him back to life, and he's crying.
Yeah.
And you got all these other Pokemon crying, and then I'm crying. God damn. Yeah.
Someone's throwing the pudding cups.
I used to always say like Hunter's referring to. I would always say my favorite scene in Air Bud is like. Or I would always mention Air Bud, and I'd be like, he's just throwing pudding cups. Saying, I don't want you anymore. Which is a heart-wrenching scene, but it's funny to make fun of. Anyways, I think that just about wraps up episode 9. What do you think, pal?
I think that wraps it up.
Oh, my God.
Me and my Gryffindor classmates.
Exactly. What are you guys going to do? What's the first thing you and your Gryffindor classmates are going to do?
We're going to go kill all the Slytherins.
I guess you gotta. You're crying the whole time. You're like, I wanted to be one of you.
Fuck you for picking the creek.
It's true. Well, all right. Well, make sure to like and subscribe, which I was proud of myself for mentioning it halfway through the video.
Yeah.
What can I say? Or podcast, I should say. And check out episode 10. Next week, it'll be our Christmas episode. And we plan to make gingerbread houses as we do the show. And we might even do like maybe a Christmas movie tier list. Should be a pretty cozy time. Harry Potter will be on the list. No, I'm just kidding.
Winner gets to destroy the loser's gingerbread house.
By eating it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, well, I'll see you guys next week. This is Hunter and Billy signing off. Goodbye.
Yeah, I gotta piss. Get out of here, fuckers.
My shorts match my briefs. I just got them last week. So if you see me in the street, just know these shorts match my briefs. I just got these on sale. I ain't paying retail. And no, the style ain't stale. I didn't get these in the mail. My shorts match my briefs.